If you had a 250 people or 300 in your sphere, you just consistently loved on them, stayed in touch, ultimately you're gonna get referrals. You're gonna do that. Now just imagine that and just take it to the social media world. And don't feel like you have to have a massive following. If you have that amount of people or more and you just stayed in contact with them and provided value and engage with them, it's inevitable.
That's a lot of reasons to maybe get good at this. Super excited to chat with Yanni Kifle today.
It's an honor to be here.
Other agents really want to look to you for advice on how to run their social media. That's an area that you're very strong in and that you work pretty hard for your business. What does your social media landscape look like that you're working for real estate right now?
Really, the one word, consistency. You can't expect to stand out or be top of mind, as we talk about, if you're just posting every once in a while. It's got to be you got to be intentional. I would say anybody that wants to start right now is go Instagram initially. Right now, I mean, we touch all aspects of social media. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. LinkedIn is a big one. LinkedIn has really jumped off, I should say, in the past few years. When you think about it, LinkedIn is where you would want to go. It is a social network for professionals and generally people that can afford homes.
What is it for your business that makes the YouTube very attractive?
YouTube is one of those areas where you can send people that you engage with, whether it be Instagram or TikTok, to there for more comprehensive, lengthier content. Like in TikTok, we send, we direct people to, hey, follow me on YouTube to get more information, or you may put a snippet of a video on Instagram or TikTok and a full or a lengthier version on YouTube. Obviously, it allows for that.
You and your team, like how many people does it take to maintain? We're obviously profiling a mature social media profile. Yeah. How many people on your team help you with this, and how much time do you think it takes a week to kind of keep this machine rolling?
I have a social media guy that helps edit the videos that I send. For me, it takes me I try to create 2 to 3 content pieces a day. So that might be an hour and a half, 2 hours. When you first start, I wouldn't worry about quality of content, more so quantity. Okay, and again, don't just post anything, but just try to get in the habit of being consistent when it comes to that. As you kind of progress, you start to again get better in the quality of information.
The first principle is be consistent. The second principle, like beyond the strategy, is focus on quantity over quality. And that's the idea is that you'll get better as you go. Yes. The quality will show up over time. I love the consistency because I kind of think about the people I've interviewed like you that are working social media at a high level. I feel like this is the modern version of farming, right? It's consistency, it's frequency, it's all of those classic things that for direct mail or whatever, it's just happening on a different medium.
If you had a 250 people or 300 in your sphere and you just consistently loved on them, stayed in touch, ultimately you're going to get referrals. You're going to do that. Now just imagine that and just take it to the social media world. And don't feel like you have to have a massive following. If you have that amount of people or more and you just stayed in contact with them and provided value and engaged with them, it's inevitable. That's what's going to happen. That's the same thing. And actually more, because you see everybody's on their phone every single day. So they see you more and more. What my goal was, anybody that thought of me, that saw me, initially, ultimately would think of real estate. Anytime and somebody thinks of real estate, they would think of me. Because ultimately, it's just about providing value. The goal is, you may not be in the market right now, but when you do, or when your family does or whatnot, oh, I've seen Yanni post great information, provide value. And so you never want to just post things that just says, hey, I'm an agent, send me referrals. You're just coming from a stance of providing value. And when you go to our social media page, you'll see, like, you can literally be on our page, and I say this because I've been doing this for 12 years, but like, you could if you're a first-time home buyer, you had nothing to do with social media, real estate, you could go down the videos and you would, by the end of everything that you've gone through, you would be proficient in what it takes to buy a home or sell a home. Because I think all the information that's there, that's the goal.
Education. What you're doing is you're educating your clients on the market and the best practices around buying and selling real estate. If you're really going to start being purposeful tomorrow, you would probably tell someone, we'll start on Instagram. Should they start with 2 or 3 posts a day, just like you're doing yourself, or just a smaller goal? Like, what's the starting point for someone to start building?
You know, let's start with one. I would start with 1 post a day. You know, 1 post a day.
How do I know what to post?
Think about everything that happens in real estate. I mean, there's market updates. We do under contract or listing photos. Make sure you broadcast your successes when you close. That's important. Your sphere needs to see that, hey, you are doing things, and they feel more confident. What's happening in your community? Just be purposeful in terms of providing value. What things would be beneficial for somebody to know in your area about real estate?
I'm going to recap what I heard. Don't hesitate. Like, you can go ahead and tell your success stories.
Yes.
You can broadcast about the community, the things that they might need to know. And I'm going to wrap up some of the other ones into, someone give me advice on blog writing. Just go to your sent folder and look at the last 15 or 20 questions you answered for your customers.
Okay. We do these things called business spotlights in our communities, where we highlight certain community owners and businesses. That's what real estate is. You know, I have a motivational Mondays where I'm, you know, that's part of what I do as well. So you start to, that's what I mean. When you start out as consistent, and things will get better, you start getting ideas. So then quality will come in, and more, and it'll kind of change over time.
What percentage of your lead flow do you think comes from social media today?
Man, I would probably say in that 45, almost half maybe, honestly. 45 to 50, yeah. And you know,
so you're looking at, in the size of your business, you're looking at 25 to 30 million in business annually coming from this effort.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of reasons to maybe get good at this.
Oh, there's a lot of people that are intimidated, maybe not, you know, not doing videos or social media, but I guarantee you just start and things build. I remember the first time I started, I was at an open house. Nobody was there. Nobody was gonna come. Nobody did come. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna make my first video. And I remember just taking out my phone and I created a video. And you know, I was kind of nervous. I was walking around the room so much that, you know, people, some of my friends, hey, great video, but I got dizzy just watching you because I was just walking around. But that's where it starts. So I would say, listen, start where you are and just don't worry about quality of video. Just start where you are and just be consistent, and things will line up. I promise.
That's right where we started. Consistency is the key. All right, Yanni, I'm happy to know you. Thanks for sharing with us today. And I don't know about everybody else, but I'm going to follow you right now.
All right. Thank you, Jay. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.